Welcome to the 22nd chapter of the book of 2Chronicles. Eoram, the wicked king, Jehoram, in the King James, has died and refused a kingly burial. And it continues, and, in verse 1, the ones dwelling in Jerusalem, Vasilev's son. There's the verb to give rain, to Vasilef is a king, to give rain to Ohozian. It's his name in the Greek, Ohozia. And in King James have his name as Ahaziah, which I continued. This name, Ohozia, is this king, who's the 9th king of Judah, and the 8th king of Israel. They both have the same name, so it gets to be some confusion because there's some of these kings have the same name in the southern kingdom of Judah, northern kingdom of Israel. So they gave rain to Ohozia, his son, the youngest, instead of him, for all the elder sons were killed by the ones coming after upon them, the band of robbers, the Arabians. Now, we go through here, we find that his mother, who is Athaliah, does some evil things, and but as far as the children killed, there were many of them were killed by Jehu, and I'm not exactly, he was the king up north, son of Nimshi. Now, whether this are the same, I don't think so, because it mentions later, it must have been the younger sons that Jehu killed of his brothers. So the youngest sons would have been the brothers of Ahaziah. Hope that's not too confusing. And Ahaziah, son of Eoram, Jehoram, king of Judah, reigned. And Ahaziah, Ohozias, was a son being 42 years old in his reigning. Now, in 2 Kings 8:26, it has him as 22 years old and is taking reign. And like I mentioned, the numbers in the Hebrew are suspect because of so many of the letters, just by being a little bit longer or shorter in one way or the other, can make a difference in the numbering, because it's an alphanumeric alphabet. So each letter has a numerical equivalent. And he reigned in Jerusalem 1 year. So that's not very long. And the name of his mother was Athaliah, daughter of Omri. And so his mother, so that makes him a cousin, because his mother, Athaliah, was the daughter of Jezebel. That would make the king of Israel, Jehoram of Israel, his cousin. Hope that doesn't get too confusing there. And also he went in the ways of, and the name of his mother was Athaliah. She was the daughter of Omri. I said daughter of Jezebel. I'm sorry, I meant Omri is the next king. And also he went in the ways of the house of Ahab, for his mother was his counselor to sin. Now, maybe his mother was, I should have written this down and got it straight, because Athaliah might have been the daughter of the granddaughter of Jezebel. I'm not sure. I'll have to check it out and let you know in the next chapter. For anyway, so this Athaliah, his mother, was his counselor to sin, and she was of the house of Ahab. And he did the wicked things, Ohoziah, in the eyes of the Lord, as the house of Ahab. For they were to him counselors after the dying of his father, to utterly destroy him. So he did evil. He followed the council of the people up in Israel rather than down in Judah, which were the Levites and the priests were following Yahweh, Jehovah, but yet he goes in after the counselors of the country of Israel up north because he's related to them, maybe more so than otherwise than he is to Judah. But they wanted to destroy him. They want to get rid of Judah and take over the whole country probably. And he went by their counsels and went with Jehoram, son of Ahab, king of Israel, for war against Hazael, king of Syria, in Ramoth Gilead. So this Ramoth Gilead, we had it earlier, was on the western middle of the area to the west of the Dead Sea. And earlier, Jehoram of Israel joined Jehoshaphat. And I'm sorry, let me get this straight now. Jehoshaphat joined with Ahab in warring against Syria. And now we have this. We have Ahaziah doing the same thing of warring with, allying with Jehoram, the son of Ahab, to do the same thing. And the bowman struck Eoram, the king of Israel, and Eoram returned to be medically treated in Jezreel from the wounds which the Syrians struck him in Ramoth in his warring against Hazael, king of Syria. And Ahaziah, son of Joram, king of Judah, went down to see Eoram, son of Ahab, in Jezreel, for he, Jehoram, son of Ahab, was infirm. That's what I was talking about. This. Now we have both of these Eorams appearing in this one verse. So Eoram, the king of Judah. So this Ahaziah, which the king we're in now, right now, was the son of Eoram, which was in the last chapter, 21, who was the king of Judah. And he went down to see Eoram, the son of Ahab, in Jezreel, for he was sick. And by God came the catastrophe. And this is a Greek word, but it would sound, when you pronounce it, it's the same as in English, catastrophe. The final event came of Ahaziah, king of Judah, in his coming to Eoram, the king of Israel. And in his coming, that is Ahaziah, king of Judah, Eoram went forth with him against Jehu, son of Nimshi. Now you can read about this, is all in the book of 2 Kings, and we're not going through the whole thing of the stories about Jehu, but Jehu basically was a general and became king, and he destroyed this king kills King Joram, which it says right here, and the anointed of the Lord. Jehu was anointed by Elijah, who also at the same time anointed Elisha. Elijah was the prophet to Israel, whom the Lord anointed him to utterly destroy the house of Ahab. So this Jehu, the general of Israel, was to destroy the house of Ahab, which is Eoram, king of Israel, was of. And it came to pass in Jehu, and that's EU, taking vengeance on the house of Ahav, that he found the rulers of Judah. Because, see, remember the king of Judah, Ahaziah, went up, and the two kings got together. So now this Jehu comes against to destroy the king of Israel, and he finds the king of Judah also. And the brothers of the king, brothers of Ahaziah, Ahaziah, the king of Judah, officiating to Ahaziah, and he killed them. So he not only kills the ones of Ahab, of Joram, he kills the ones of Judah. And Jehu told them to seek Ahaziah, and they overtook him, the king of Judah, in his being treated medically in Samaria. Whether he was wounded in that battle doesn't say. And they led him to Jehu, now was the king of Israel, as he killed the king of Joram, and he killed him. That is, Jehu killed Ohozian, the king that we're in. And they entombed him, for they said, he is a son of Jehoshaphat, who sought the Lord with his entire heart. Now, this Jehu was following after Jehovah somewhat at the beginning, but not all the way through. And there was not anyone in the house of Ahaziah prevailing with power over the kingdom. So basically, when this Ohoziah was killed by Jehu, then there was nobody that was expecting that. He was only in power for 1 year, so there was nobody in line. And then it says, and Athaliah, the Metir Ohoziah, saw that her son died. Metir, maternal, comes from that. And she rose up, Athaliah, and destroyed all the seed of the kingdom in the house of Judah. Now, she was of Israel. Now, if they were related to her, you would think that there would be her grandchildren or so, but apparently they weren't the ones that she destroyed. They were the ones that may have taken over to be king, the brothers of Ahaziah, maybe from another woman. I'm not sure. But Eosaviath, Jehoshaveth, the daughter, Thigatira, of the king, of Ohoziah, king of Judah, took Joash, the son of Ahaziah, and stole him from out of the midst of the sons of the king, being put to death. So she found one son that was still alive, and his name was Joas, who becomes the next king, young, probably a baby, very small child. And she took him and to preserve him, and she put him in him and his nourishment in the storeroom of the beds, someplace wherever that is in the house of the king. And the daughter of King Joram hid him. Now, she's the daughter of King Joram, so that would have made her a sister to Ohoziah. And so this is Ohoziah's basically then would be her nephew. Josabiath, the Adelphia of Ahaziah, and she was the wife of Eodhae, Jehoiada, the priest, who we hear a lot about a little bit here as we go on to the next in the king, Joash. And she hid him from the face of, they had to call her Gothaliah. So see if it's up the same thing up here. I forgot to look. Yeah, Gothaliah. But in the King James it's Athaliah. And she hid him from the face of Athaliah, and Athaliah did not kill him. And Joash, was being hid with her in the house of God 6 years. Now, how old he was, maybe he was 6, 7, 8, 10 years old. And so maybe then by his time he's like 16, don't know. Yeah, well, maybe it'll tell us here. Yeah, I don't remember all these different things and all the different facts of everybody. And Athaliah reigned over the land, so she became the de facto king or queen of Israel, and reigned for a while. And we will continue in chapter 23 with Gothaliah, or Athaliah, and her reign, and find out what damage that she did and how she was done away with. Hope you'll join us in chapter 23. I hope you're not too confused with all the different kings and the same names and so forth. And hopefully we'll be able to get it all straightened out. Go over it more than once. It helps. So until the next time, God bless.